Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily Gogetemism number 201. We're up to 201. Let's do it. April 24th, 2015. Yo, today I want to talk a little bit about the rats and the roaches. We got rats and roaches out here. And, I'm not talking about anybody's crib being dirty or anything like that. I'm not talking about where you find those roaches. I'm not talking about, those big, ugly mice. Those big, ugly mice that had a long, fat tail, whatever. That's this long, skinny tail. Not those rats. Not the ones that's associated with bubonic plague or nothing like that. But everybody has some rats and roaches in their lives. If you think about the prison culture, they always talking about a rat. A rat, somebody who snitches to the authority figures, the one that doesn't want to conform to that culture. But those aren't the only kind of rats that exist. You have a rat in your life, that's just a toxic person. That's just a person that's always trying to get in somebody's business. They always backdooring somebody. They're always telling somebody's business. And it's normally for the cheese. They're getting some kind of benefit out of snitching on people, out of telling on people, out of sharing information. Now, when I say snitching, don't get me wrong, because I'm not talking about protecting people that are committing crimes out here. I'm not talking about that. But everybody does something that they would rather somebody else not to know about. Not necessarily what I would call, doing something in secrecy all the way. But even with that, everybody has some things that they would rather keep on the low. Low profile, don't be blowing it up. But the rats won't allow that to happen. Then you have the roaches. The roaches are those people that are always eating off of you. And you find them when you turn on the light. And the light is like when you expose them. You know what I'm saying? You see that they taking your stuff. They take it from you. You know what I mean? They're dirty, they slimy. I'm not talking about the kind of roaches that people have in their houses. They're brown with a little black stripe. I'm not talking about water bugs. I'm not talking about those red flying roaches. I'm not talking about cockroaches. I'm talking about those people that are always looking for your food, always dirtying up, dirty, making your place, the place that you live, seem like it's unsanitary and dirty or whatever. But they eating, they bottom feeders. And when you catch them, when you turn the lights on, then they scatter, they running. Sometimes they play dead, and the way they do that is, when you turn the lights on, they running, they acting like they wasn't stealing from you, like they wasn't doing nothing wrong, like they have the right to be where they are because you left food out. They roaches. So we got the rats and the roaches, and the rats are just as bad as the roaches. That's why the rats and the roaches hang around with each other. Sometimes the rats eat the roaches. It's a toxic environment, and you don't want to be a part of that. I know I don't want to be a part of that. You gotta do some things to exterminate the toxic people out of your life. Get them rats and roaches away from you. That's why it's good to know who you're dealing with. Understand the people that are in your life and understand the purpose that they're there, that reason and that season that they're with. And don't start calling them back into your life once you finally get them out, because sometimes those rats and roaches will follow you from one place to another. You know what I mean? Hiding in your electronic devices. So you got to get the boric acid, exterminate all of that so you don't take your roaches from one place to another. The rats will stay behind and eat off of whoever is there. Keep them toxic people out of your life. Make sure you understand where you stand when it comes to your people. And everybody that you call your people might not be your people. So you gotta make sure you know your people well. Understand their capabilities. And know that the things that they do to other people that are bad, they'll do to you. If they snitch on somebody else to you, they'll snitch on you to somebody else. That's what rats do. That's how roaches act. Get rid of them. People say all the time, I keep my circle small. It might be true. See, keeping your circle small How many rats and roaches do you need? You keep them in somebody else's circle. Just because you don't have a lot of friends or associate with a lot of people, that don't mean that the people that you do deal with are good people. Let them be. Get your extermination on. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. Keep them rats and roaches out of your life. Keep that raid handy. Keep that boric acid handy. Set them traps. Don't even use the sticky traps. Snap that neck. Get them out of there. The big traps. Don't forget about the Urban Therapy with Son Spring Cleaning Event Part 2, the second leg, May 16th, 2015. And also the adult class trip, June 6th. We're doing it. UrbanTherapyWithSon.com. Make sure you hit that up. The Daily Gogetemism Show every single day. Every single day. 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the Daily Gogetemism Show. That thing is hot. It's growing like wildfire. And that thing is nice. 347-677-1533 is the call-in number. Get at that. Holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Get those rats and roaches out of your life. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. Keep them rats and roaches out of your life, man. Don't need that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I use for my rats. Come on. Rat and roach killer. Well, I don't have no roaches. I don't have no rats either. But this, I could. She handled that though. Peace.